Carl, just your immediate thoughts after the match.
Oh, look, disappointed with the result tonight, but we got to look at the positives. We've still finished third, so look, it's something that we need to, keep our belief and go into the final next week with some positive energy and get a good result.
How hard is it now to keep that belief after such a comprehensive defeat?
Oh yeah, it depends on what you look at in the game. In the end of the game, they were just a bit more desperate than us in defending their box and a bit more desperate to get forward and score goals. On the balance, if we had took a little bit more care with our ball in and around the box, we might have had a few more goals ourselves. We just weren't good enough tonight. We just weren't at the races, really.
I think a fortnight ago you said, as well as results, performance is important. You don't want to limp into the final series. Is that inadvertently what's happened, do you think?
Yeah, look, I suppose when you look at the results, it is, yeah. Tonight we're just a little bit too passive, that's all. Second half was a much better improvement. If we'd got something early, if that goal wasn't ruled offside, it might have been a different result. But, we just have to keep focusing on our positive stuff and move forward into the first final next week.
In terms of how the Mariners set up, obviously pressing really high, felt like United struggled to get out of that, and then perhaps down the other end, Central Coast were coming out their defence a little bit too easily and finding some space in the middle. Is that something that can be fixed, you think?
Yeah, most definitely. At times we, as you said, we just didn't get our pressing right at times. As I said, we're just a little bit too passive, a little bit standoffish. But that's something that we'll have a good look at, and we'll just have to prepare for whoever we have next Friday night.
And hopefully getting some bodies back for next Friday night.
Yeah, we should. Hero should be available. Zach should be available next week. So we'll see. Hopefully they have no hiccups this week at training and can both be available to play next Friday.
And the last loss against the Mariners 4-0 over there was, I guess, what sparked the run of undefeated streak for you guys. Do you think possibly can use that again to try and generate that kind of turn of fortune, maybe? Yeah,
you never know. As you said, I'm sure the boys are very disappointed down there with their performance tonight. So they'll reflect on their performances. We'll reflect on our tactics as well, and we'll have a small discussion about it. But most of our focus has to be on what we've done well this year, and take that into next week's final.
You don't often see a side go down 4 goals at home, especially when the stakes are that big. Do you attribute that to anything?
No, it's just that they took their chances. We got caught. I think nearly all 4 goals were very similar. They went from one end to the other end without us putting too much pressure on the ball, and you just can't defend like that. Something that we'll need to look at and fix.
And it kind of feels like they kind of beat you at your own game, that high pressing, into mistakes, transition goals. Do you feel like it's something they did better than you tonight? Is there a way, I guess, you can work on outcome next week, whoever your opponent is?
Look, as I said, we just have to look at ourselves and just get ourselves best prepared as possible for next week. Next week's a completely different game, different opposition, so we'll just have to focus on that.
The substitutions that came on today, for the first 5-10 minutes of the half, made a big difference. Have any of them pushed for the final next week, or are you quite settled with the team you have and you're backing them to, I guess, respond?
Yeah, look, it's no different to all season. We will pick the best players that we believe is available for the game against the opposition, and that will be no different for next week. We'll have a good week on the track this week, and pick the best available team that we've got to get us a win next week.
And that late goal from Melbourne City puts you into third, and if you pass the test next week, whoever comes here, you're back on the Mariners bracket. You've lost both games comprehensively this season. Is that something that worries you looking a few weeks forward?
No, all we can do at the moment is look to next Friday night and get past whoever that is, and then we'll have a look after that if it happens.